Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I am JB2 Reactions coming to you live from the basement. Salute to the chat. Hope all is well on this Wednesday afternoon. Well, we got us one, ladies and gentlemen. Lenon Honor last night put Mary Ann Lorient on blast about that settlement check. And while he was live for 6 hours last night, Mary Ann responded back with an hour upload video of her own. So we're going to go over both of that. Insatiable, good afternoon, brother. God bless you, bro. Hope all is well with you, man. Appreciate you sliding through the show. Before we get into the formalities, fair use allows me to critique and give commentary on said videos. Shout out to Lenon Honor and shout out to Mary Ann Lorient for the content. But Mary Ann, I'm going to tell you something. In my opinion, it don't look good on your end what you got going on with this check that you said to Lenon Honor. And he got all the proof. But again, we about to go over it. We about to see what's going on.
They're coming for him. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to give who the lead detective. Go ahead. All of y'all like. I send it to you, so I need you to conceal all. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. So here's the back of the check. I'll show that.
You got to largen it so they can see it. They can see it.
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it okay for me to show the front?
You can show the front, but you don't need to linger. You can show it and take it off because you know some of these Negroes.
Mary Ann Lorient alleged that a settlement check was issued to her as part of an out-of-court settlement with Umar Johnson. And for those of you who are unaware, Mary Ann Lorient previously stated that in her interactions with Umar Johnson, several unfortunate events occurred that led to Umar Johnson allegedly settling out of court and paying her $68,600. Some of the alleged events include, number one, Umar Johnson would not sign the contract for the movie that Mary Ann Lorient was producing, a movie that was loosely based on Umar Johnson's life. We covered some of that movie, including the trailer in past live streams. Number two, that Umar Johnson caused harm to Mary Ann Lorient and other people involved in the production of the movie. We talked about that extensively. Number three, that Umar Johnson attempted to sue Mary Ann Lorient to stop her from releasing the movie. And she did have some documentation to support that particular claim. Number four, that Umar Johnson threatened to sue Mary Ann Lorient for $500,000. And of course, number five, that Umar Johnson later offered an out-of-court settlement to Mary Ann Lorient in the amount of $68,600. And this is the alleged check that she asked me to share with you all. So on September 29th of 2025, while on my platform, I briefly showed the alleged check that Mary Ann Lorient claimed was sent to her by Umar Johnson. I'm here today on February 24th, 2026, to apologize for not properly vetting the alleged settlement check.
Now, this why I will respond to you with it right here, Lenon. And it's just my opinion. I think you were so overzealous as far as to really put the screws to Dr. Umar Johnson that, yeah, you overlooked some things, right? You wanted to believe her, and I get it. You feel what I'm saying? I literally believe that you really wanted to believe Mary Ann and what she was showing, what she screenshotted and sent to you. I can tell that you actually gave her the benefit of the doubt, right? But on that very check that Lenon Honor is showing, ladies and gentlemen, it reads on the bottom of the check, this check is not a cashable check. Now ask yourself this, why would Mary Ann send that to Lenon Honor, right? And then ask yourself this question, Lenny, you supposed to be on the information and making sure everything is on the up and up, and you missed that too? Well, I get you apologizing, and taking accountability, but bro, you of all people been on here way longer than me and longer than Mary Ann. You of all people know that you're supposed to check the info that you get to make sure that it's on the up and up. You know that.
I accepted Mary Ann Lorient's narrative about the alleged settlement check being legitimate, believing that she was a woman of faith, a woman of character, that she was trustworthy, and that she was a victim of Umar Johnson. Again, I should have reviewed and analyzed everything that Mary Ann Lorient sent me. By not doing my due diligence, I was negligent and irresponsible. I hold myself accountable for that. It was on February 20th, 2026 that someone with the screen name @Hope-Law posted the following message on my YouTube page. And I quote, "That's not a real check. It says at the bottom of the check, disclaimer, this is not a real check." Why would she lie about that? And she, meaning Mary Ann Lorient. Now, I have to be honest, initially, I thought that @Hope-Lou was trolling, but something didn't feel right. And I took a second look at the alleged settlement check and noticed the fine print is down here at the bottom. The fine print, I'll read it to you. Disclaimer, this is not a real check. To receive your real cash offer, call 216 today. I researched the phone number on the check, or the alleged check, and found that the number was associated with common fake check or unsolicited cash offer marketing tactics. With further research, I found that the alleged settlement check.
Wait a minute, Lennon. So how would the lawyer give her a phony ass check? Man, something ain't right about this shit right here. So Mary Ann, why would any lawyer give you a check that's saying that it's not
check was associated with Home Buyers, a real estate agency in Ohio. I immediately forwarded all of my findings to Mary Ann Lorient, and with no immediate response, I decided to go live on that day, February 19th, 2026, to address this particular issue. Mary Ann Lorient would later join that live stream and proceed to rant, rage, play victim, and deflect from my basic questions. Was the alleged settlement check legitimate? If so, did you deposit the alleged settlement check? If so, did it clear? And for those of you all who were there, Mary Ann Lorient would not answer my questions directly. Instead, she deflected, yelled, screamed, and played victim. I was not moved by her performance, a performance that reminded me of Umar Johnson's histrionics, narcissism, and sociopathy. I remained calm and asked Mary Ann Lorient to provide any documentation, any documents, any receipts, including the deposit slip, to confirm the legitimacy of her claim that she received a settlement check from Umar Johnson in the amount of $68,600. Mary Ann Lorient stated that she would provide all relevant documentation the following morning and prove that the alleged settlement check was indeed legitimate.
I gave you the check. I had nothing to hide. I gave it to you. You guys go to my video. I said, you know what? We're leery. I'm leery to deposit the check. I will open an account, deposit the check. It's not going into my main institute because he can't be trusted. You understand? That check was given to me through them, Long Shark. I never in my life heard about Long Shark.
Wait a minute, Mary Ann, you don't know what a loan shark is? Mary Ann, you don't know what a loan shark is? A loan shark is an individual that has their own point system as far as how much they willing to loan you money. For example, you have some loan sharks that if you borrow 500, you got to pay 500 back on top of the 500 that you already owe. So that would be 100%, dollar for dollar, right? So that means, hey, what up with the King Kush? Salute to you. So that's what a loan shark is. I don't understand. No one told you what a loan shark is.
Yeah,
This
what's
is
that?
how
What is-
Umar moves. You
Okay, what's
understand? Tomorrow
what's wrong?
morning, I will be on camera at Huntington Bank when that money cleared at Chase Manhattan, withdraw, and I deposit at Huntington Bank. I don't have any reason to lie. You guys think I would get on public platform and tell you guys he settled with me? And you think Umar Johnson wouldn't have come after me? Come on, family. He can't even say my name. And then for clear, because there's some people, so they're saying everything I said is a lie. Let me give you the detective there, and I'll deal with these white people on my own. That is the detective who is in charge of handling this thing on Umar Johnson.
Why you yelling? Mary Ann, why you yelling? I don't get the yelling part that you doing though, Mary Ann. You is really ranting and raving about this, and you is getting your damn blood pressure all up there. I don't get it.
Once it's finished from Cleveland, it goes to Delaware. Detective. It goes to Pittsburgh, Philly, where he lived. Once local investigation is done, it goes to BCI. They're coming for Umar. I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to see that justice. You guys think I'm crazy? This man tried to take my...
Yes, you have literally, you is literally unhinged, Mary Ann. You is unhinged. Yes, you have completely lost your ever-loving mind. You is unhinged.
My house. If he was successful, me and my kids would be out in the street. You think I'm gonna come? I don't have. Listen, when I turn off YouTube, I'm living life. I have boots on the ground. I make a difference in my community. I don't gotta come to lie or prove anything to anybody. But you know what?
But Mary Ann, that's actually what you're doing. Well, technically you're not, because all you're doing is a lot of lip service. So technically you haven't really proved anything. You talk a good game, but you man, the more I keep hearing you talk a certain way, the more I gotta say Carlos was right. I think you didn't have some type of relationship with Dr. Umar, and he didn't buck to what you wanted him to do, so it just went completely left. I'm telling you, you is really acting like a scorned lover.
When I get off this shift, straight to Huntington Bank. I'm hurt. I am really, really hurt. And Mr. Honor, I have respect for you. Nobody disrespect your channel. I didn't reach out to come on your channel. You reached out to me and I came. I would have never done something this low. And I'm sorry, I can tell you're shooken up. I've been in the chat asking somebody, please have him come on. And let me tell you, he got on this YouTube. He's scared. You know why? Because the pressure's on. The pressure's on. That's why. They're coming for him. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to give who the lead detective. Go ahead. All of y'all like to do your homework research. Go right ahead. Again, no, I have integrity. I'm a woman of faith. I have integrity. I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody on YouTube, but I will prove it.
The issue though is the check.
I told you about the check. I sent that check to you. If I had something to hide, would I have given you that check? He went through a long shot with that man in Columbus, that law firm. That check was deposited in Chase.
I've never heard a lawyer go through a loan shark though. Maybe I'm missing something. Have anybody ever heard of a lawyer having to go through a loan shark to issue out a check? Mary Ann, come on now. Mary Ann, I'd have dealt with lawyers myself, and I don't know any lawyer that has to deal with a loan shark to give you a check. You do know that don't make no sense, right, Mary Ann? Because it sounds like you trying to say it so convincing, like, no, that ain't it though, Mary Ann, but keep on talking.
Chase Manhattan, and then that money was withdrawn and then deposited to Huntington Bank. I don't have to lie, Mr. Honor. I don't have to lie. Why would I lie? Where's Umar now? Call Umar right now. You call him right now. I'll talk to the call him now. Call him now. You got his number.
Are you saying that the check that?
Boy, she is so unhinged. It's like she's trying to bait Lenon into a screaming match, and Lenon ain't going. Lenon like, man, all right, look, let me ask you my question. And that's exactly what he's doing. He is without a shadow of a doubt keeping his composure in this situation, because to me, it sounds like Mary Ann is really trying to bait him to a screaming match to make him get off of the point of what they supposed to be talking about. It's about that check, and is that check real? Can you show that check is cleared at your bank? Because at this point, though, Mary Ann, it just don't look right.
That check that you showed me, that cleared?
They gave me something, and then I told you, I said, listen, I do not trust this man. We went to Huntington. I go to a video. I said, family, this check that they gave us, we are in questioning of the check. Before I got the money, I had to sign paperwork. He went to a long shot. These people.
So now, hey, what's going on, Blurred? Mary Ann, you talking in circles. Do you understand that nothing of what you saying right now, it makes zero sense. You was questioning the check. So again, why won't you answer the direct question that Lenon Honor asked you? Did the check clear? He didn't ask for all this old filibustering bullshit. The fuck?
Or long shot. I don't know. You're talking about real estate. I don't know about real estate. They're long shot. You get money. Let me break it down, because someone probably, what the hell is she talking about? You get money from them, and there's a high interest rate. That was Umar them doing. I don't care where the money came from. All I care is I got paid. I got paid.
Okay.
And once he paid me, I start moving. I was playing chess with him. I'm like, all right. Now it's on. I've been moving with Umar.
All right. So you're saying that the check.
Call downstairs and tell her to start the med pass. Thank you, honey. Yeah.
So you're saying that the check that you showed at the bottom, it says disclaimer, this is not a real check to receive your real
Mr.
cash
Honor,
off.
I don't have
let me
the
finish.
physical check. I will go to the bank. I will pull receipt for you.
So look at how she cuts Lenon off when he actually give her some facts about the check that she took a screenshot of and sent it to Lenon, right? Lenon asks her directly, this is not a real check. What's up with that? She immediately cuts Lenon off. Now she wants to go to the bank and show receipts. No, you ain't. No, you ain't, Mary Ann.
I will pull receipt for you, and I will send you the receipt, and you will show to your viewer.
The following morning, on February 20th, 2026, Mary Ann Lorient did not go live to provide proof. Since that time, Mary Ann Lorient has not provided corroborating evidence that would support her claim that the alleged settlement check from Umar Johnson in the amount of $68,600 is legitimate. Plainly stated, Mary Ann Lorient will never be able to provide proof that the alleged check, the alleged settlement check, is legitimate because the check is a fake. It's a fake. Mary Ann Lorient blatantly lied. I took pictures of Mary Ann Lorient's alleged settlement check to my banking institution, and a representative identified the alleged settlement check as fake. The representative stated that the document could not be deposited or cashed at any banking institution or check cashing establishment. It was just a piece of paper. The representative also shared something with me that I will not share here, but if I ever do, you will all see how deeply deceptive Mary Ann Lorient is. I also had a friend take the same pictures of Mary Ann Lorient's alleged settlement check to their banking institution, and a representative identified the alleged settlement check as fake. That's not all, though. On February 20th of 2026, a brother on YouTube with the initials RA, well-spoken, intelligent brother, was able to reach the company and spoke with the representative. And he did it during his live stream. The representative stated that Mary Ann Lorient's alleged settlement check was not a check, that it could not be cashed or deposited, that it was merely real estate related promotional material. The alleged settlement check was nothing more than a home buying promotion and marketing document.
What's the word?
The statements made by the representative on February 20th, 2026 were consistent with my research on February 19th, 2026. Mary Ann Lorient's alleged settlement check in the amount of $68,600 was nothing more than an unsolicited cash offer, a marketing tactic. Again, Mary Ann Lorient, her alleged settlement check is a fake.
Damn. But look, Mary Ann, that's the type of, look, you stepped into this arena, Mary Ann. You trying to throw a black man under the bus, and you don't think it's going to be some people on out there that's going to question you as well? Mary Ann, you fucked up. I mean, really, to be honest with you, I just don't see a scenario where you can, unless you come with proof to show X-wise, then I really don't see a scenario where, you can actually win this, because this just look all type of fucking bad right now.
These things being said, I have an apology to retract. I'm taking it back, and some apologies to make. I must first retract my apology to Mary Ann Lorient. I initially apologized to her for not giving her enough time to respond to the information I sent her on February 19th, 2026. However, considering her behavior since February 19th, 2026, if I had given her more time, she would have concocted more lies to deceive the people. Mary Ann Lorient is not to be trusted. I have unsubscribed from her YouTube page and blocked all means of communication. I have no interest in being associated with anyone who is willing to lie.
Look, Lonnie, Carlos was right the whole goddamn time, man. I think Umar did a dirty. He was just on some hit it, quit it, and he strung Mary Ann along. And when he couldn't string her on no more, you know what I'm saying, she cut ties. But see, it was a bad breakup. Now, I'm not saying that Dr. Umar was really wanting her to be his woman and no shit like that, but like the way Mary Ann is carrying on, you would think that. Like, damn, Mary Ann, you this motherfucking invested up in putting her up in the dirt. Damn.
On Umar Johnson, tell more lies to cover the initial lie, not hold themselves accountable for lying, blame others, and then play victim. Mary Ann Lorient is sinister, manipulative, deceptive, deviant, and a liar of the lowest order.
Damn.
I must also apologize to my viewers and to the Cookie Crush chat room. I failed you by not properly vetting Mary Ann Lorient. I failed you by not vetting the fake check prior to showing it on September 29th, 2025. And you all deserve better. And I promise that this will never happen again.
Hey,
I must also apologize to anyone that has been negatively impacted by these unfortunate events. Mary Ann Lorient betrayed everyone and has not taken responsibility for her actions. I doubt she ever will. Again, as I stated before, I hold myself accountable for my errors. None of this would have happened if I had done my due diligence and properly vetted Mary Ann Lorient. She brought me a story of victimhood, another woman that had been taken advantage of by Umar Johnson. She pulled at all of our heartstrings, and I let my guard down. I was played like a fool, and that will never happen again. And finally, I offer a sincere apology to Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson for having Mary Ann Lorient on my platform and not properly vetting her. She blatantly lied on you, and that is unacceptable. Moving forward, I will not have any other guests on my platform unless they have conclusive proof of any given claim.
Damn.
As many of you know, I'm working on a documentary about Umar Johnson's life. A friend of mine offered wise words stating that the Mary Ann Lorient fake check scandal needed to be exposed now so that Mary Ann Lorient's lies would not be included in the documentary.
Damn. Damn. Boy, hey, god damn, Leonard, you really trying to put Mary Ann in the dirt. Boy, you is knocking her in the dirt with this shit. God damn. So your lies will not be in the documentary. Mary Ann, you a fucking liar.
Wise words. I've also decided to change the documentary's working title to The Life and Times of Umar Johnson. Again, Umar Johnson, I apologize for having Mary Ann Lorient on my platform. I am denouncing and rejecting all claims made by her and issuing this public retraction and apology in good faith.
Wow! This is big, ladies and gentlemen. Lenon Honor just apologized to Dr. Umar Johnson for having Mary Ann Lorient on his platform. Wow. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Mary Ann Lorient is losing subs. Ever since this didn't happen, oh yeah, she been losing subs left and right. This shit right here is some diabolical shit.
I sincerely hope that we can all move past this Mary Ann Lorient fake check scandal and place focus back on Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson, for he is the main character in the Umar Johnson saga. My name is Lenon Honor, and I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Peace.
All right, and there you have it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this particular live stream and to watch that particular video. I thought about it for a while. It needed to be done. There's so much more I could have said, but I'm still playing chess. Even when I had her on, some people, because I got plenty of messages about that when she was on and she was raging. My approach to all that was strategic. See, I've been dealing with Sith Lords for a while now. And my objective was to let her figure out a way to cause her to show us who she really was. Based upon my research up to that point, even before I started that live, I already knew, but I had to play the chessboard. I even went back and watched that segment where she asked me to show the check, and some of the things she was saying, like red flags. I mean, hindsight is 20/20. But before I went live, I'm talking about before I went live and actually brought this to everyone's attention. I was listening. I said something ain't right. That's why when I got on here, I kept saying it just doesn't seem right. It didn't feel right either. So I maintained my calm. What she wanted me to do was she wanted me to go in and go back and get excited and get animated and maybe even yell, but I wasn't giving her what she wanted.
That's exactly, I totally agree. That was a tactic to get you off your square and off the topic because she never wanted to address it with you in the first place. And yes, and you're right. You didn't bite. You didn't take the bait. So I most definitely would give you credit for that.
I remained calm. I kept asking the same basic questions, but she deflected. She started bringing up other stuff that was unrelated. Now that just further confirmed, okay, something's here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still playing chess. This particular move right here, in my opinion, is checkmate. Okay, it's already been confirmed. She lied about receiving $68,600. Now, did she receive another settlement? It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant at this point. She's not to be trusted. She's a liar. And then it's
Damn. She's not to be trusted. And she's a liar. God damn it, Mary Ann. Mary Ann, you allowed yourself to get put up into a damn trick bag.
instead of owning up to it, she wants to play victim and blame everyone else. And then, even when she was, played the violin, when she was on, my heart has been shot, my heart, even the language. I was sitting back like, okay, I see what she's doing. I see what she's doing. Because it ain't that serious. It's not that serious. But it's the theatrics.
Yeah.
Everything's over the top. It's all acting. It's histrionics. That's what it is. And I'll just sat back calm and said, let me let her show herself. Even when I said I'll take the video down, if you request it. No, that was me to see. I want to see how she would respond to that. Is she that arrogant to think that she can come and tell me when I'm gonna take shit down? That's not happening. If I take it down, it's gonna be because I want to, and I don't want to, because it's an archive, and people need to see that.
Damn.
This is chess, not checkers. See, a lot of these people like her and Umar, they think they're smart. Yeah, they can fool people some of the time, but they're not gonna fool all the people all the time. And
I'm not gonna lie to you though, Lenon. I feel like Mary Ann is really in a lot of ways no different than Dr. Umar. God damn it. Yeah, well. Yeah, Carlos, you called this on out. You said that Mary Ann was a fraud.
they get caught, instead of addressing the issue, what do? They start to rage. They start to go crazy. So you ask me more about how much money you raise. What does he do? Same thing when I asked her about this fake check shit. It's the same thing. And I was lenient. See, part of it, yeah, I was trying to maintain respect because she's a woman. But on the other hand, I recognize what was going on. If you guys go back, if you guys remember, I kept saying, I see now. Hit the one. I got time tonight, too. If y'all want me to pull that video up, we can do an analysis. I don't want to go there because I don't plan on talking about this lady and giving her any more attention. But if you want to, we can. If we can go by, we can do an analysis step by step. You guys remember I kept saying that? I was letting y'all know I already knew what the deal was. But I was playing chess. Checkmate today. Really, checkmate was a couple of days ago. And she didn't, and she's not going to be able to provide any corroborating evidence. Listen, when I walked up in there, the guy looked at me funny. He did. I had on a dress shirt. I was dressed nice. I had my glasses on. I didn't need the glasses at that time. Listen, I walked up in there. The guy looked at me funny. I had it all inside. I don't have all the paperwork that I took with me. Well, actually, I do. It's all down here. And I strutted in too.
Now, Lenon is crazy as hell. Now, I got to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. All right, here we go. Now, we're going to get into the video with Mary Ann Lorient's response to what Lenon Honor had to say about her with this fraudulent check. Fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only and to show the people, on what Mary Ann Lorient's response was to Lenon Honor's accusations of her revealing to him a fraudulent settlement check.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mary Ann here. We have this famous check circulating on YouTube. Everybody had a chance to make video, comment. So today, I am sitting down to address the check. But before I start, I promise it's not going to be a 4-hour video, but there's a lot that I want to cover. We're going to do some phone calls. We're going to do a lot of stuff because a lot went down regarding this check. So I want to start with this.
Mary, this is Debbie Palmer from Dollar Bank Corporate Security in Cleveland. It is Wednesday. I will be in the office till 3:30. There will be someone in the security department until 5. We can be reached at 216-736-8882. Again, 216-736-8882. Please feel, please feel free to call your local branch to verify that I do actually work for Dollar Bank. Just let them know it is Debbie in Cleveland and they could transfer your call to me. Thank you.
Okay. Now, hold on, fam. They're like, oh my God. She still haven't addressed the check yet. So, the local number, we're going to do this together, step by step. And follow me. I'm addressing the check. Just please patiently follow me. 1-440-937-3100. You all can see, I'm going to hit the call button. Oh, she calling her friend. How we know she calling the bank? Here we go. Okay.
What in the entire fuck is this? You showing people a number that you called on your phone. No one wants to see that. You already starting off all wrong.
Calling the Dollar Bank office in Avon. Please listen carefully and select from the following 3 options. If you are inquiring about the hours of this branch, please press 1. If you are calling to inquire about your balance, account history, payments, or transfers, and would like to be transferred to our push-button telephone banking, please press 2. If you would like to speak with a branch representative, please stay on the line. Thank you.
I'm sorry, where am I calling, please?
Yeah, Dean Perella.
Okay, Dean Perella. Am I calling Dollar Bank?
Yeah, I said 6 girls over in Avon, Dean speaking.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got that.
Today we have just 2 individuals.
Okay, I'm not sure who to talk to. I need you to follow up with Debbie. She's with the investigation team in Cleveland, Ohio. She was retrieving a check for me from 2025 for $68,600, and I wanted to follow up with a thank you, how swift she was. If you could kindly connect me, because in her message, she said the branch could connect me to them, to her.
Okay.
Her name is Debbie.
Available. Yeah, no, I know Debbie. She is awesome. I'm just not sure she is available.
Okay, well, can you kindly connect me to Debbie?
Yeah, yep. Let me see if I can.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that she's available at the moment. Can I get you at least a number to call? That way you can ask for the name?
You could connect me to the investigation department, yes.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that internal number that you're asking for that.
Okay, so hold on.
I do have our account services team though, they should be able to get you there.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what her, wait. Let me see what her message says. Her message says, the local branch, bank will be more than happy to connect you with the Cleveland, office. Okay, all right, go ahead. Thank you.
And that's exactly the number that I gave it to. Is our Cleveland office, our downtown office.
That's the investigation for a check where they looking for what you need.
Yeah. When you connect to this back office team, if you request that, to be connected to that specific department, they should go transfer you over there.
Well, she helped me already. I wanted to follow up.
You have the downtown number though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to follow up with a thank you. So you're gonna connect me to her? Thank you.
I'm gonna get to our back office team.
Thank you.
Okay, absolutely. It is.
Thank you.
Do you want the number too, just to have?
No, just connect me, please.
I can do that. Okay, give me 1 second.
This is the investigation team for that check. Y'all hold.
This call will be recorded for quality assurance. You have reached the banking services center. All agents are currently assisting other customers. Good afternoon, Dollar Bank. Yvette speaking.
Yvette, is this the security department in Cleveland?
It is not. No, ma'am. This is the call center.
Okay, can you connect me?
How can I help you?
I need to get to the investigation office for Dollar Bank in Cleveland, Ohio. And then the individual that I need to talk to is Debbie.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Mary Ann Lorient, Lorient.
I'm sorry, Lorient?
No, Lorient.
Okay. And did Debbie call you, Miss Mary Ann?
Yes, she certainly did. She instructed me to call the local branch to verify that she works in security for Dollar Bank. She was checking on a check for me from 2025 for $68,600, and I want to follow up with a personal thank you for her swift help.
All right, no worries. Let me see if Debbie is available. Hold on 1 moment, okay?
Thank you. We're gonna go step by step, family. My character was assassinated, so y'all could at least give me that little grace. I'm not mad with anybody. I'm gonna extend grace to everyone. The grace that wasn't extended to me. Okay. And then after this, there's a lot. I'm gonna give y'all a lot to do. I hope y'all got your pen and pad.
I don't believe that Mary Ann putting people through that bullshit music. I really hope it's a silver lining at the end of this damn tunnel, though. Shit.
Now, keep in mind, this call was Wednesday. Leonard went live on Thursday. All right, drop that down. Hello, Debbie. This is Mary Ann Lorient. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the $68,600.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, Debbie. I know you're very busy, but my mother brought me up to follow with a thank you. You were swift, you were kind, and I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, Debbie. Have a lovely day. All right, before we show the check, let's talk, fam. Let's talk. I got an email. He wants to settle. I'm going to address that check that went around. Be patient. Y'all going to give me this. I deserve that. My character was assassinated. I deserve that. I received an email. He's tired of going back and forth with you. He doesn't want to bicker. I don't have my laptop. I should read it word for word. My laptop's over there. He doesn't want to bicker. He wants to sit down for a settlement. Are you open to that? I'm like, oh, he's joked. I said, I'm open to it. They're like, wonderful. And the email, there was the date, the place. There was no cash offer. So I hung up with them. I called my lawyer. Oh, is she flexing? I'm not flexing. Just like some of you pay car insurance, you pay your cable. Because of the nature of what I do, I have an attorney. Every month I pay a little fee. If something goes south, something don't go right, because I'm a paying client, I don't have to be looking for a lawyer, trying to pay some retainer fee. I'm already an existing client. That service comes speedy to me. I call my lawyer. What's up, Mary Ann? I say, hey, I got this email. They want to sit down. They want to negotiate. There's a time, there's a date. And she goes, forward me the email. Do not respond. I said, well, I already said, yes, I'm going to forward you the email. I said, I want my money because I've been barking. I want my donation money because there's no school. She's like, okay, forward me the email.
Mary Ann, where's the email? Can we see the email to the effect of all this? You see why people finds it hard to believe you? Just show the email. If all that what you say is true, then it shouldn't be no problem for you just to show the email.
And I will follow up and I will ask them, until we have this meeting, to communicate directly with me. Okay. That was the letter. That was the email. The following day, I got a certified letter. You have to sign for it. You got to sign for it. And the letter, they're like, your attorney. Now, let me back up. I got to go slow because I don't want to lose nobody. My attorney did follow up before the day was over. Hey, all is confirmed. We're going to meet them to see what they're talking about, to see if you like the negotiation. Fine. So that's done. I didn't share that. What's going on? I hope it's not dying on me. I didn't share that with anyone. When I got that certified letter, the certified letter said, got your attorney response. We look forward to sitting down with
Glenda. And yes, Glenda, you did. You called it out. You did. You called her cleaned out. And this motherfucker here. Look, I don't mind good commentary when it's straight to the point. But when you get the filibustering and you got this and you doing that and family, I'm showing the proof. It's like, man, you really just lose me with all this talking.
If you hope both parties could come to an agreement, you will find an offer check. That's that check I sent to Leonard. Follow me, fam. And I'm like, okay. I read the thing, the check's in there. I didn't call the attorney. I got excited. Leonard's my boy. I called him. We had a conversation. I said, man, he's settling. I got a check. We're going to sit with them. They want me to sign some paper. He want peace. I was elated. Mr. Honor was elated. We were on the phone for like 10 minutes. He's the first person I told about this check. Follow me. Conversation's over. Now, conversation over. Leonard know this check is this. And then end the conversation. And then on his show, when I explode, I said, Mr. Honor, this is the weirdest looking check. Yo, I'm not even going to put this check in my account. I shared this with Honor. And Honor confirmed it on his video. Y'all go back and look at the video. I said, I'm not going to put this in my account. I don't trust Umar as far as I can throw him. I'm going to open an account and deposit this check. Okay? That's what I told him. Oh, my family, y'all going to be patient with me. Because we're not doing this in the YouTube stream. Okay? Now look at this. So I'm going to read it. I don't have no fancy slide. Here we go. Regardless, if he paid her, she still sent you a fake check to post publicly. The LMO, that's laugh my ass off, I believe that means. That makes her question. That makes me question her integrity. Y'all gonna give me this today because we're not doing this in these YouTube streams. Okay, we're not. That we're not gonna do. After Mr. Leonard and I talked, this wasn't a verbal. This wasn't text. Can you send me a screenshot of the check back in front? That's in text. You're fair, Mr. Leonard. You're fair. You need to come out here and address this. So, you sent him a fake. You try to destroy his channel. When I got it, what I said, I sent it. I sent the check. I gave him the check. I told y'all I gave him the check. I didn't have none of my life. I screenshot the front. I screenshot the back. I sent it to Leonard. That's the day the check came. Okay? Mr. Honor had the check. Now, family, this whole thing was a fiasco. He handled it poorly. Now, the front and the back of the check is in your possession. You're a cybersecurity. When we were on the phone, I vocalized to you, oh, this check, this is the weirdest check I see. I don't trust him. I even told you. He confirmed it on his channel. Y'all go back to that when me and him was going back to Mr. Honor. I told you I was uncomfortable. That check's not going to my account. I'm going to open an account. Stay with me. Stay with me. Y'all going to give me this. Y'all going to give me this time. Hold on. You guys are going to give me this time. My girlfriend, she's going to have to wait. This is important. Okay? My boy, the check, he requested a copy. I gave it to him. When me and him on the phone, we were happy. We were elated. One for the team. And then during the phone call, I'm like, man, I don't know. I know this check's going to I thought we were going to get him on the school thing. It's funny. We're going to get him on false check. We laughed. We like, it was good. It was good. Okay? Now, so he has this shit. So he had plenty of time to examine this shit. We're going to stop right there. Here we go. The following day, I knew we had to go sign this disclosure. I went, I explained step by step. It was that letter came on a legit head, and then that check, my name, my address, 68600 is on that check. That check that circulated all over YouTube. When we got there, we're sitting, I'm not going to go both to both. In my video, I explained the interaction that happened. I said, we're my attorney. He's there. This is some long shot stuff. I didn't say that in the video. With Lenon Honor, this was some long shot stuff. Let me tell you why I came up with this long shot stuff. He's in the letter. I was supposed to bring the letter and that check that's in the letter. That check I screenshot, I sent to Leonard. So when we both sat down, my attorney, now mind you, I didn't share with my attorney, I got the certified letter or the check yet, but we're here. So while we were at the table, one said, did you bring that letter that we sent you with the check? I said, yes, I most certainly did. And I said, what check? And he's like, no, that was to give her an offer to see if she was okay with it. And I'm her attorney. What is the offer? I need to discuss with her to see if my attorney is here for my benefit, to protect me. So yeah, there was paperwork. And I'm like, I'm comfortable with the amount because
Mary Ann is running her mouth a lot. Thank you, Glenda, for that slap on the neck. Afternoon snack for my favorite content creator. Appreciate that. She can't help herself. She think just talking a good game is gonna get her up out this. People want to see proof, Mary Ann. I'm sorry. All this, you making calls to a bank and all this and that or whatever. I mean, no.
You know what? I didn't care. I was getting something from him. I'm getting my donation money back. I'm getting my so that tells me a lot about when I came out. That tells me a lot about her. Look, I donated to FDMG. I did for the period of time $10,000 donation altogether in FDMG. I was gonna get my money back. Thank you very much, everybody. And then the rest of the check was for the hardship doing the movie, where they were fair, where they felt where he didn't cooperate. I lost money. Stop it. You understand? So hand him the letter, hand him with that check. Now on that check, my name, my address, and that amount. And a check was given, a live check was given. But this is what troubled me. On the check, and my attorney pointed that out immediately. The check was a check from Dollar Bank. You understand? This is where Dollar Bank's coming. That's how I opened the video. The check was a check from Dollar Bank. The name was on top. My attorney's like, look, she's signing disclosure. Yes, you guys, she's okay with the amount. His name's not on the check. Now keep in mind, they send email. They didn't put the amount in the email. They're like, they want to sit down. When they send the letter, we send look at the offer check. In the letter is referred to as offer check. Now these attorneys, listen, that's crooked attorney. Yo, you're gonna pay her some money. We're not comfortable you sending her this check. That's not a real check. And I told Honor, this is the weird. Me and Mr. Honor discussed it. You understand? So when they gave the check, he's like, no, she's not gonna take this check. As an attorney, I can't let her get up from this table to take this check. His name need to be somewhere in the check. And the memo, his government name was in the memo. I'm like, that's good enough for me. I took the check. By the time the meeting was over, it was summertime. It was hot. I think it was the end of August, beginning of September. I know it was really warm that day because I had like a navy blue suit and I felt like I was sweating out the suit. I was real warm. By the time we left.
What? Huh? Family, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, family. I don't believe shit Mary Ann is saying up out of her mouth, family.
Them. By the time we left them, the bank was closed. The bank was closed. And then I'm running to my car when I said, I'm going to run. Me and the lawyer, we're joking. I said, I'm going to run to the bank. Knowing Umar, this check going to bounce. This check going to bounce. He laughed. We're running them hills. Okay? This is where I made the video outside that I got upset. He did a little video. Somebody screenshot it to me. In my video, I clearly identified, and I shared it. Somebody said, "Or are you going to address Mary Ann Lorient?" I'm not speaking on her name. And I want to talk slow. God, I'm doing it right. Really now? I want to talk slow so you got to understand. Give me a minute. I want to talk slow so you got to understand. And I got upset. I said, you see how shady he is? We sat down. We signing paper. We agreed. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to leave you alone. You're going to leave me alone. We're going to move forward. I said, let them know I'm going to drop a video. Let them know I'm going to drop a video. He shouldn't have done that. I'm petty like that. You're going to be petty. I'm going to be petty. And they had to know she was in the park. No, my property, and I'm not flexing. You know, she's always flexing on YouTube. I'm not flexing. I have a lot of room on my property. I was outside my property. She was so uncomfortable. She knew I was going to lie. If you guys go back to the video, she's there. She's rushing me through that video. The bank was already closed. It was late. It's getting dark. In the video, you could tell the transition. And I'm like, and then, you know what? I take responsibility too. I'm not just going to throw this all on him, but he did me wrong. Because in the video, I said, look, I didn't even catch the check. It's still up there. I screenshot. So did I elaborate? I mean, it's YouTube. All y'all need to know, I got this money. That's all we need to know. I got this money. I'm getting excited. I do not want to get excited. When I get excited, y'all can't understand me.
You get excited because you're trying to convince the people about your story. But in reality, though, you know, hey, it don't matter what I believe or not anyway. I'm just here to report on it. But from the looks of it, in my opinion about the whole situation, Mary Ann, you looking all type of stupid on out here. It is what it is, though. It's your cross to bear.
And we lose the message. Okay? All I wanted to know is like, I got this money. That's all. I got this money. So, Mr. Honor, that day when we talked, Mr. Honor said, you need to come up. I'm like, no, we're going to go sign the disclosure. When everything is done, I'm going to come on the show, tell the family I got paid. The day the check came, that's one day. I screenshot that check to you by request. The day I went to sign everything, that's 2 days. And then the following day, I got on your show. That's 2.5 days. When I got on.
I mean, hell, in my opinion, she know better than the man, Dr. Umar, that she talks about. She says that man has no integrity, though, but you sat up here and lied about a settlement check, and clearly at the bottom of the check, it say that this is not a real check. In my opinion, why the fuck would I show and screenshot a phony check, passing it off to somebody else like that's the actual check? And then with you all with these here around the world, I can't find a convo. I don't know, and I don't know why. Where the convo went. I'm talking about we supposed to stick with a subject, and we ain't sticking with the subject. We here around the world, I can't find a convo. Trying to figure out what the fuck is you doing? Why are you? Give me time, family. Give me time. Y'all owe me this time. Give me time, family. Give you time for what? So you can concoct a straight up bullshitting story that clearly don't make no fucking sense. Well, Mary Ann, you most definitely gonna see how this YouTube thing works, especially when you get caught up in a lie. When you get caught up in a lie, it's shit. Either own up to it, or your ass gonna continue to be on this motherfucker getting tortured because you gonna feel compelled to try to respond to everybody that's calling you out about this fraudulent settlement check.
Sure, it was late. It was like, I don't know, he had me on at 8 or 9 p.m. Now, where are we going to ask him for accountability? Yes, Mary Ann, you sent him. Yes, I sent that check. I never denied send that check. I came on the show. I said I sent the check. Yes, I sent that check. Well, you need to tell. You can't cash that check. You can't cash that check. Did I elaborate enough? And then, but why'd you? And some people, Mary Ann, we supported you. Were here. You came blazing. Why'd you do him like that? I'll tell y'all. Now we're gonna talk, family. We're gonna talk. Let me tell you why I came with such aggression on the show. This was Wednesday. Leonard show was on Thursday. Let me tell you why I came with so much aggression. Wednesday, look, I'm new. Just like some of these content creators, they got their ace people who send them video, who send them message, who send them everything. I don't know how genuine the ace that I have, but I got ace too. Somebody reached out to me. Somebody said, yo, you so loyal to Lenon. And I said, yeah, he brought me on the scene. That's my brother. Well, so-and-so. And people get, why you don't want to say this content creator name? You know why I don't want to say his name? Leonard needs to say his name. I will not say his name until Leonard says his name. So-and-so is going to cook you and Leonard for that BS check. BS fake check. What you talking about? Come on, Mary Ann, quit playing. I know Leonard got into your ass about that. So, listen, even though I get emotional, I'm someone who moves with strategic. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay. And then the person's like, if I were you, I would jump ship. This is going to throw you over. If you let Leonard throw you over, you're never going to recover. If you jump ship, now you're going to take a hit. You're going to take a hit. You'll recover, but it ain't going to be on the level like you are now. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take my chance on this shit. This conversation happened on Wednesday. Listen, when I tell you I make moves, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I gave him a screenshot. He asked for it. And Mr. Honor needed to be honest and truthful. He said he's fair. When he asked for that check, that's in text message. Can you send me a copy of that check front and back? That's in text. Nah, Mr. Honor, we're not going to do this on the YouTube stream. We will not do that. You understand? He asked for it. I didn't just deliberately gave him something. There was no malice here. That's my boy. You asked for it, I gave it to you. If I could rewind and redo it again, there's a lot of things I would do differently. Now, wait, guys, where she's going with all this? Okay, we're following me. Follow me, because I'm coming to you. This was Wednesday. And I knew something was up. I I chilled. I'm like, that's my boy. I said, 2 days or 3 days, I can't remember. I talked to Mr. Honor. I know there's this content creator that's coming at me. Oh, just ignore. I said, but me and Lene, you brought us both on YouTube. Can you sit down as both of our mentors? I don't get involved in stuff like. He was very dismissive. And I'm like, yeah, Mr. Honor, I think if you come in and just, I'm not asking you to pick side, but just sit with us. He shut it down. I'm like, all right, he's my mentor. He's been on YouTube. He know how to move in these YouTube stream. Okay. Wednesday, I knew Leonard. No, I'm sitting to see. Okay, when is he gonna reach me? But I'm a type of person. I make move out of sheer panic. I'm like, man, I gotta protect him. I gotta protect myself. I don't have visual of the check. I don't have it. When I screenshotted that check was a change. I got a level. I don't have that check. So let me tell y'all what I did. I got in my car. I went to Dollar Bank. I walk in there, and you know what? I wasn't crazy. There was line. There was 1, 2, 3 Taylor. There's people in line. I'm like, I'm not sitting here in line. Gently, I'm not gonna lie. I said, I need to speak to the branch manager. Right now. White folks don't like when voices are elevated. Customers returning, tailors are looking, and then hold on, baby, are looking. And then this lady approached me. I'm the branch manager. Do you want to come out? I said, no, I don't need to come in your office. I said, I'm asking questions. This is me doing technique. I said, last year, 2025, I got a check from Dollar Bank for $68,600. That's a large number. Please come in. I said, wait a minute now. I said, because what's going to happen is y'all going to have to call the police for me because before I leave this branch, I need some answer. I said.
I'm sorry, with this very much so unbelievable ass story that you telling, and they gonna have to call the police for you because you need answers. Yeah. Okay, Mary Ann.
I'm alarmed because the name on the check, I don't know, but in the memo, I know the name that was in the memo. Did the check bounce? I said, no, the check cleared, but I need to know who. Okay, please. I'm trying to work with you. I'm gonna work with you. Come in the office. And when I went in the office, that's when she reached to these security people, explaining the situation. I'm sitting there patiently. And then Debbie, that woman I just talked to, her boss got on the phone. Her boss got said, look, you know what? I'm gonna have my best agent on this matter. Calm down. I'm glad the check cleared. We're just gonna try to work with you. I don't really know what you want. The check cleared. I said, I need to know who money I got. I need to know. It's paid to Mary Ann Lorient. I said, you're gonna call the police. I gotta protect myself. I'm thinking on there. I'm thinking me. Listen, when I tell you my stress level was up, my stress level was up. They're like, look, in Ohio, we have the HIPAA law. We can't just give you. How do you cash a check? You don't. I'm like, we need some answer. They're like, I promise you. This is what he told me. I promise you. Before the business is dead, I'm gonna have my best agent reach you. I left. This was Wednesday. Nah, we're not gonna play this type of game. I'm still a mom. In real world, YouTube's not real. Just in case some of y'all didn't realize that. We come on YouTube to get information. We come on YouTube to share our thought. We come on YouTube to be entertained, to have laugh, and then a camaraderie is formed. But once we turn it off, the real world's out there. So I left. I'm getting my kids. We came home. I'm cooking dinner. Now, when I'm home, my phone is not on my hip. It's not on my hip. I set the phone down. I took the dog to her. She called and left that message. And I'm like, I'm not playing with these people. I'm going back to this bank because I ain't got the call. And then the message was there. I called her immediately. I left. I went straight down there. I said, you know, Debbie, I don't know what's going on. I got this check. I need you to find this check.
Do y'all see my face right now? Mary Ann, we don't care about the story, okay? Are you able to show that the check was ever deposited up into your either checking or savings? If you can provide that, I think a lot of people will probably be like, oh, okay, well, my bad, Mary Ann. We assumed that you was lying. But the more you keep bumping your gums and really just deflecting on the whole situation, the more you making me think, yeah, you most definitely a liar. Yeah, man. Edward. I'm not, I mean, don't get it twisted. I don't like hate no Mary Ann and no shit like this, but this bullshit that she got going on, no, this ain't it though.
Here's my name. Here's my driver's license. Yo, they were on it. They're like, okay, the check cleared. We can't just, there's HIPAA laws. I understand that. Call her, because before I leave here, I'm calling the police. I gotta protect myself. I need to know where this money came from because the person name and memo is in question. And I'm like, I'm slapping y'all with a lawsuit. So cooperate with me and everybody could be happy. She's okay, step out the office. Let me call. They call that woman. And then she's like, well, she's willing to talk to you. The minute I got on the phone, I recognized the sister. I said, you know what? I'm in these people's bank. You need to come here. Because I need you to clarify some stuff for me. You need to come here and you do not come. See? I got a good heart. I said, I don't want to bring no authority in here. She's like, the check clear. What you mad about? I said, don't worry about what I'm mad. I need to meet you in person. I need to talk to you. I need to clear some stuff. That girl came. We talked with that girl. And I'm like, Yes, the check cleared. Yes, that's your name. Yes, it was paid to me. Yes, he was in the memo. But there was another check when I brought the paper. I'm not crazy. That's that check that did that circulation on YouTube. She's like, that wasn't no real check. That was an offer. I'm like, but no, that's about a house. What are you talking about? Where did that come from? She goes, oh, I worked there, and he wanted to see if you were okay with that offer. That's why these lawyers didn't want to put it in no email or in the letter. They weren't comfortable with that. That's not a real check. You wouldn't have been able to cash it. When I didn't know. I'm learning this on Wednesday. So I'm sitting, I'm like, well, you know, I wouldn't be doing that if I were you. These people, if this check got to go for how? I can do that. She give me a song and dance. You understand? I'm like, okay, I got this information. Let me sit still. Let me see when he's going to reach it. Because this person told me he's going to throw me overboard. I'm at work. I'm like, my God, I haven't heard from Mr. Honor. What's going on? I'm watching text. I'm watching inbox. I'm watching phone. No communication. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna hit me tonight. If he don't, I'm gonna hit him tonight. We need to clear this because I made this discovery on Wednesday. And then I gotta move with technique because you're my mentor. With you, I was real 100%. Respect. And then fair to him, he gave me respect back too. We had a mutual good relationship, open communication. And while I'm there, and then I'm like, I'm more at ease Thursday because I know, okay, if I don't hear from him, I'm hitting him tonight because he's usually gone. And then somebody goes, oh my God, they're butchering you on YouTube. And then I'm running to my office. And then, no, that's my place of business. My face on people's phones. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing for me. You understand that? He shot me. And then people like, Mary Ann, you came up there. So let me tell you, I had this information on Wednesday. So while you're plotting, I'm out here helping us. I didn't understand. I didn't dupe you. You asked me, can I have a copy of that check? That's in text, Mr. Honor. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it real now. I'm not going to play this type of game. Okay, when does he take accountability? I took the L. When is he allowed to take the L? You understand?
Well, Mary Ann, technically, Lenon did take accountability for allowing you up there on this panel to sit there and manufacture stories, on Dr. Umar Johnson. Because let's just be honest, Lenon Honor don't appear to me to accept lies. Even if it's about the individual that he might don't too much care for, he still want the truth. It's real easy to go along with a lie and make it stick. All you did with this settlement check is put yourself out there in harm's way, and now you're going to have people question you and your motives. That's why that man sat up there and apologized to Dr. Umar. I apologize for allowing you, Mary Ann Lorient, up there on this panel to sit there and manufacture stories. You could have just did all that shit on your own channel.
Understand? And then I'm like, I felt like he butchered me. When I got into that chat, tell me, Sean, down here, they were attacking me in that chat room. Family, I'm not even exaggerating. CCC was attacking me in the chat room. He let me roast. And when I got on there, y'all go back and look at it, I said, Mr. Honor, I sent eight to 9 messages. I said, Mr. Honor, you saw me in the chat. He kind of like brushed it off. Okay, how are you? No, we're not going to play this type of game. I said, Mr. Honor, you're handling this wrong. You should allow me to see that text. And then it's not a text. He sent it on Viva Facebook. You should allow me to see that message. Allow me to respond to you. We have a great rapport. We could have handled this off these YouTube channels. I'm already making moves trying to figure out what went wrong. Ain't nobody trying to hurt you or hurt your channel. But he panicked, didn't communicate with me. No, you're not going to play that, Mr. Umpton. And then it would hurt me. Oh, just said the whole name of the person that brought it to his attention. Stop it. That person had 3 followers. Brought it to that channel, and I wasn't disrespecting him when I said comparable. He had 5,008. I had 5,005. So when I meant comparable, meaning number-wise, he was going to blow it up. Honor knew since Wednesday you didn't reach out to me. But I'm out here, I'm trying to fix stuff because I gave it to you, but you asked for it. And then on this thing, what did he say? But I don't appreciate. She's saying I invited her on my channel. Technically, she commented. Stop it, Mr. Honor. You're fair. I comment. I never met you. I didn't know you from Adam. I comment. I turned off like everybody turned off. You reach out to me, inbox. Well, give it to your CCC chat room and let them judge. Was that not an invitation? You were friendly. You were eager. Oh, I want to hear your story. I want you to come on. No, you invited me. We're gonna keep it 100%. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to allow you to do that. We're going to keep it 100%. You understand? We're going to keep that 100%. Okay. So when the thing Thursday, all that emotion, there was a lot behind the scenes. I didn't know that was going on. And I came like a volcano because I could not believe he betrayed me. I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. And then, this is hard for me. I haven't been sleeping. But Sonia, you know what that is? I'm going to tell you what that is. That's your conscience. That's your conscience. You're conscious because you knew you were doing play by play. He could not, his ego was so big. He could not allow that smaller channel to call him and I out. I, Mary Ann Honor, because that's how I'm bringing it to you. You can't be, this is what that smaller channel, you can't be bringing people to us and we're embracing, we're trusting, and this person coming with BS. No, we want the receipt. We want the receipt. So that person couldn't come too hard on him. He beat him to the punch. I'm clean. I have to toss Mary Ann out. Toss me with the bathwater. That's what you did. I don't care how y'all say it, how y'all look at it. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what you handled it poorly. You handled it poorly. There's no malice on my part. And then I got that continuously. And in the chat, while I'm on his chat, I said, Mr. Honor, look at the chat. Listen. Honor wasn't worrying about the people. Honor was protecting his channel. I'm not lying. He may have opened it up to clean up, to take stuff. Honor closed that chat. What was happening in that chat room could have closed his channel down. He closed that chat. CCC need to run up on her and hey, blank, L, fill in the blank. No, it was nasty in the chat room. And then while I'm emotionally, I'm on my phone, I'm talking to him, I'm emotionally, you know what I was getting? So he's looking at the chat. I can tell he's reading the chat. And I'm seeing the chat. Because I'm in my office, I'm on the computer. So I'm seeing him and I'm seeing the chat. And I'm like, he's not even shutting down the chat. It was atrocious. And some of y'all, there's some good people, even all y'all that came from, I understand. I'm extending grace to everybody. It was confusing because Honor handled it poorly. I'd probably be mad if I was in your place. I wouldn't act like some of y'all. You started an avalanche. You could have handled it.
So now you're blaming Lenon for exposing that the check that you screenshotted to him wasn't even a real check? Do you think that man wants to have that type of if he's been already credible of putting out the facts, right, Mary Ann? You got to understand that you did put his channel at risk with that phony check. And yes, did he take accountability for him not vetting that on out and making sure that that was actually a real check? Yes. But in my opinion, I think his overzealousness of exposing Dr. Umar Johnson, he missed a step. And that is my honest to God opinion about that. And I understood where he came from completely. People ain't just gonna allow you up there on their platform with false information just to stick it to Dr. Umar because you know he don't too much care for Dr. Umar. He's looking to expose Dr. Umar. But I just don't see a scenario, though, that Lenon Honor will put bullshit on his channel. That's the fucking point.
So gracefully, when I gave you everything I had to give you, we would have showed, we appreciate you. Thank you for pulling it out. But here's Mary Ann's like, here, family, here. That's all. That's how that would have gone. His ego, nah, I ain't acknowledging him. You run. So I have to sacrifice, man. But when Honor came out, it was her. It was her. It wasn't really. He asked, can you send? He requested a check. If we're going to be fair, it's in text. It's in text, Mr. Honor. You said you're fair. Let's see how fair you're going to be. It's in text. It's in text. You understand? It's in text. Like, come on, family. Okay, so Thursday, Like after I said, I'm going to the bank, like I was really emotional. And then before I exit the channel, y'all go back and look. I apologized to the chat room. I apologized to him 3 times. Before I got off that, there was no apology to me. He made a video. He made a video the next day. He apologized. After I came out, I said, you know what? Again in my video, I said, I don't know what happened. I don't understand how he was moving. I didn't understand his politics. I was confused. I was hurt. And I said, you know what? People, the channel creator that championed me, that was my duty to come and apologize for these people. That was my duty. Everybody was angry. Everybody was hurt. Like, oh, Mary Ann, what just happened here? No, that was my responsibility to apologize to these people. You understand? So I went to on Friday morning, because this thing happened Thursday. I'm getting my little thing from Chase. They're like, well, give us 2 business days. Your account is closed, some baloney. I'm like, I'm going to get it. Okay. He said on his channel, I'm going to extend grace to Mary Ann until Wednesday. I'm like, all right, they're on the ball. And I went to my Huntington. Now, it's a bank. Had to be discreet. Oh, was she trying to play with us? That shaky thing? It's a bank. It's a bank. I'm like, oh my God, I got to come with something. I told them I'm coming with something. But when I took that, when I withdrew that money, I called these people like 4 to 5 days of event. I had to tell them, I don't want to check. I want my cash. You got to give up. When we're drawing a large amount of cash like that, you got to give them enough notice so the money can get available on hand. When I took it, I deposited 45. So I'm like, yo, we good. I'm going to get to show them the date when it was deposited. It's going to match with the date when I deposited the lump 45. Come on now, it ain't no monopoly money. Come on, we're not going to do that, fam. That we're not going to do. That's not monopoly money. Okay? And then everybody said, why are you so quiet? You're not saying nothing. You're not giving an explanation. Mary Ann, you're silent. So those that are supporting me, they're quiet. Those that are supporting me. My inbox is so flooded. It was crazy. Mary Ann, you got to say something. I'm waiting for this Dollar Tree because I'm like, I'm coming correct. So me and Honor to clean this. He's extended grace toward me. We're good. And then, wait a minute. We're going to be here for a minute. I got other phone call to me, and we got to see things. We got a lot to see. Wait a minute. Let me give you this. Now, I don't have no slideshow, but I'm going to read this. He posts this. And this one, I'm like, oh, he posts this. Let me tell y'all what he posts. He posts this. It has been confirmed. Confirmed by who, Mr. Honor? The YouTube police? Who has it been confirmed? It has been confirmed. Mary Ann Lorient lied about the $68,000 settlement check. There will be no more grace. But you know, Mr. Honor, I'm going to extend grace graciously to you. There will be no more grace, no more benefit of the doubt. She is a liar. That's disrespect. The entire time of our interaction, I've never disrespected you. And they're like, well, you did when you jump on that line. You know why? You know why I was so hot like that? I got wind. Let me tell you, these YouTube streets, they're dirty. That person that came to me gave him a super chat that night. Let's not play. I'm not going to be messy. Okay? I should have been more diligent, more critical, and vet everything. Mr. Honor, you should have vetted when I took the screenshot and sent it to you. Mr. Honor, you should have vetted that following day. Mr. Honor, you should have vetted before I came on the show after that following day. Okay?
Wait, huh? Mary Ann, you do know what vetted means, right? That means that he should have did more homework on you instead of being overzealous just because of y'all both don't like the same individual. He should have known that check was fraudulent from the start, is basically what he's getting at.
Okay, hold on, stay with me. I let my guard down because she was a woman that Umar exploited. I trust her, and I got played never again. And I responded. And then, see, let me tell you what he did. After he shut down, let me read the response. I don't want to be over. I said, I had the check a few days before I came to your show. Let the CCC see when you received it. If you're fair, if you show them when that screenshot came, they're gonna be like, well, wait a minute, the show was this. Okay, you cybersecurity. Okay, wait a minute. And then I said, 12 years research on Umar, 4 hours video. You are a cybersecurity specialist, and I missed it just like you missed, oh my God, I'm getting excited. And you missed the technical just like I did. Another content creator pointed it out after 5 months. Surely you can show me grace and correction. 68,600. That's me being petty. All right. I think you think you got played, or did I get played? See, what he don't know. On Wednesday, I was informed, Honor is going to toss you over. I already knew, but I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. While you were plotting to destroy, I was moving to protect us. Because honestly, family, I'm not even lying. Like, I was at a loss. I'm like, well, I know I got this money. And I know it came confusing. I know it came confusing. This is how he moved. This is how he moved. And then I left a very important thing. Because when I met her, I said, I just don't understand, like, how you need to tell me he came and deposited. I'm not buying that. You're going to tell me the truth. You're going to tell me the truth because I feel.
Mary Ann, Lenon is not going to waste his time with you. I can already tell you that right now. But guess what? The whole internet that knows your name in association with Dr. Umar, well, see, that's going to be a different story. And guess what? People on here are relentless, Mary Ann. They are very relentless. Especially with this fraudulent settlement check. I just don't see a scenario where you get over this hump. And Lenon then denounced you, so it's like, you know, he already putting in that work on people unsubscribing to your channel. Because even you just said it out your own mouth, Lenon Honor was the one that brought you to YouTube. You think you gonna keep all of them subs that he damn near didn't help promote, if not all of those damn subscribers that came to your channel was because of Lenon Honor. You don't think he could get them people to unsubscribe to your damn channel? Hell, it's already happening now.
You're not telling me all the truth. There's some line. No, he didn't come. He deposited that money in Philly. I said, you're lying. Dollar Bank is an Ohio institute. You're lying. She's like, no, I'm not. We could go and talk to these white people. Me and her, we're having a heated discussion in that parking lot. And you know me. I'm not taking you by your word. I'm not taking you by. We walk back in there, and this lady, yes, Dollar Bank is tri-state. So she didn't lie. She didn't lie. And I said, well, okay. She's the one. We're all clear. Where was this money deposited? He deposited the money in her account and Philly. People can deposit in. They can't withdraw out of your account unless they got password. You give people permission. You can go in a brand and you can deposit $100 in my account. They're not going to stop you. They're not going to give you any personal information. You can deposit money. So he deposited this money in her account, and the woman verified the money was deposited in Philly, and then the check was cashed in Ohio. I cashed the check. The check was given to me, the live check. You understand, family? You understand? So it hurt, it wounded, and then on the channel, he deliberately said the name. Look, somebody brought it to me. I thought they trusted. I thought they do the right thing. And then that was passive aggressive. He has 80 channel member, 80. But even though I have 80, this person only has 3. Because he know when he gave that, he know all y'all gonna go, who was that? Who was that? That person with three subscribers couldn't blow me and you up. She went to an established channel, not as big as yours. And then his ego, I got to beat him to the punch. That man, he didn't care. He came out with his video. And then now he probably would have a bigger effect if Honor didn't beat him to the punch. He's like, well, you know what? You need to vet people properly. I knew something was crazy. Now all of a sudden, I'm a spy. I was crazy. We couldn't trust her. The story was all over. And then when I was on the side, I said, Mr. Honor, do you see? He closed down the chat. You know what they did? Oh, we're keeping the party going. They all went to my channel. And I didn't pick up on it until the following day. People were like, oh my God, the comments on all your videos. CCC, comment, nasty. And I'm like, why, people? Why? He said he's extending grace till Wednesday. Why can't y'all be patient? There's a lot of you that show me love. There's a lot of you that show me respect. But 80%, it was nasty. It was nasty. I got fired from friendly camp. The chief took a shot. And all the Indian turned against me. You understand? While I was wounded, those, that's Honor, little golden girl. They didn't care for me. But hey, once the king of YouTube turned against you, they descended on me. Assassinate my character throughout that social media.
Mary Ann, they gonna continue to assassinate your character behind this check. Ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it either. Once people find out that you lied about something that you actually put on out here, right, as proof of you getting compensated for the civil suit that you had against Dr. Umar Johnson, right? But you took a screenshot and sent Lenon Honor a phony check. So what you got to understand is now a lot of people ain't gonna come out and say what they probably was already thinking all along, but they was just trying to show you grace. But now since this fraudulent check then surfaced, no, now they ain't about to show you no grace, Mary Ann.
Social media. We're gonna tell the truth in these YouTube streets. We're gonna tell the truth in these YouTube streets. So, Mr. Honor, you need to be fair and tell them you request for that check. You need to be fair and come clean and like tell them it wasn't that lady. I don't know if a lady that had that 3 subscribers. You need to be fair. You knew by.
Mary Ann, it don't matter if he requested to see the check. You do know that, right? Why do that part matter that Lenon Honor requested to see the check? What the fuck that mean? Can anybody up in the chat tell me what the fuck do that mean that Lenon Honor asked to see the check, Mary Ann?
Wednesday. You knew about it Wednesday, but you send me a text through inbox on the off hour. And then I'm like, that's not our pattern. Like, you know our pattern. We talk early, we text early, or it's late. Because he does his little live. If I see a little bit, we connect after the live, we'll kick it. And our time always move more, what's the next thing for the team? What's the next move? No, I was genuine with you. Look, let me tell you, when I'm rocking with somebody, I am true blue. I'm 100% with you. Look, the whole world could turn against you. I'm going to stand with you. Yo, I don't care. I'm your friend. That's me. That's how I'm built.
We know you did the same thing to Dr. Umar. And that's probably why Lenon like, no, I don't want you to be true and blue to me. No, stay your crazy ass on over there on your goddamn channel and tell lies and run plays and all that other shit. I ain't on that type of shit with you on, Mary Ann. No, I don't want you to be loyal to me. Cause I shit, as we all can see, your loyalty comes at a hefty price. Like, what the fuck?
That's how I'm built. So you know what? That little you really, I had to really step back. And after I'm gonna tell you when that text came, he sent me 8 messages, family, and I'm seeing it. I chose to fall back. I chose to disengage. I didn't understand how Honor was moving. I knew on Wednesday, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it that you were gonna sabotage me. I didn't want to believe it. Thursday, you did this hot mess. And then I follow up with a video on Friday. I said, you know what? I apologize to anybody on these YouTube that always champion me. And I apologize to all channel member. I'm like, I'm sorry. Please bear with me. I was running to bank. You know, I'm asking everybody, give me patience. I'm going to get it together. Put that line. She said everything but that check. She said everything but that check. She said everything but that check. It was, and then it got so bad on my channel. I kid you not. I shut all my chat from video, from short, from live. And when I did that, I'm like, okay, when I come out, I'm not mad at Honor. It's confusing. He did me wrong. We're going to have that conversation in private. He did me wrong, but I can understand. I can understand the confusion. I can understand the hurt. I'm trying to, in the real world, because YouTube's not real. I'm trying to make sense of this, trying to get all the proper stuff so we could come, just trying to get it together. Right. But when you send that text, it's official. It's just, nah, I don't like that. I disrespect makes my stomach turn. Disrespect makes my stomach turn. I'm like, okay, that's how you going to do it? You know what? That check that I deposit, that check had to be air on that man. You don't want to say his name. Because bottom line, this is what y'all say. Well, Mary Ann, why you don't want to say? I don't want to say his name. I want Honor to say his name. Y'all know why I got turned off by him? I don't know him like that. He came on my page. He typed, hey, Miss Mary Ann, I'm going to go live. If you can, please hop on by. I said, I can't promise, but I'll try. I did go over there. It was nice. It was a good show. I enjoyed myself. I'm like, wow, he got a nice thing going over here. I don't know him. I enjoyed the interaction so much. And then the reason I really went on there, I know, man, I kind of feel safe because Manny was on the panel. I don't jump on people's channel. I don't. Y'all know that. I'm not all over like that. Okay, I felt safe because Manny was on the panel. I hopped on the panel. After that, I'm like, yo, it was so cool. Before I hit subscribe, let me check him out. I really enjoyed I really enjoyed what's going on over there. I went back over there. And Lord and behold, the day I went back over there to check up brother, the video that he was covering, the live he was covering, we're going to talk about Mary Ann. I don't like how she handled Devontae. She's sneaky. But I'm like, listen, he gave critique. I could take critique. What I didn't like is when he brought body part. I didn't like that. For adult. And then you know why I fell off? I said, nah, this is not the space for me dudes. I'm good. He said, oh, I'm fair. I'm going to keep it fair over here. I'm going to keep it fair. I don't care if the cool kids don't like it. I'm going to keep it fair over here. Nah, she did Devontae wrong. She did Devontae. Okay. I would have took your critique. But the fact that you brought body part, you made me like become close to see, okay, what is he saying? Let me go back and look. Could I have done something differently? I'm not above no critique. And then before Thursday, before Wednesday, before I got the information, he's going to talk me over. And that person who came to me gave you a super chat. That person, look, also, Miss On, we got screenshot of your chat. I know you shut it down. We got screen, but I'm extending grace to everybody. I'm going to extend grace that I didn't have. Before Wednesday and Thursday, I reached out to him. I said, yo, I don't know what's going on, but this guy's kind of coming at me. Oh, just ignore. I said, also, I want you to, you brought me on. You brought Lene on. You're both of our mentor. There's some tension. They're sending me screenshot. Look what Lene, why is Lene coming at you? And I said, you want to see? No, you handle that with her. He brushed it off. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to have to connect with Lene. I don't understand what's happening. I really didn't understand what was happening. You understand? But I did connect with Lene. And I said, Lene, it's not a competition. I have no malice towards you. I'm glad we kind of talk about it. I understand her frustration. And you know what? She made a very valid point to me. She's like, you talking about that investigation? And I explained my investigation move. Look, she's making move too. And I'm not going to speak on that woman's move. She's making move. I'm a detective. I keep telling y'all that. She's making move too. You understand? And I respect it. Me and Lene, we're babe in this space. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all who are doing Umar video, you guys are having secondhand information and just repeating other. That's how ours is firsthand information. And then, Mr. Honor.
Show it. Mary Ann, stop talking about what the fuck you do. Show it. Oh, Just V, I'm not worried about Mary Ann. I've been reporting on her. Nah, I ain't worried about a strike in my channel. She won't show nothing, man. I'm thinking that she was going to show some type of proof, something within this live stream, but all she done is just run her fucking mouth.
Oh, I'm checking all her content down. Let me tell you something. Film, that's my rent now. Let me tell you, I know how to navigate that. You got documentary on that stuff. All my stuff is that, keep them out. That's fine. Keep them out. But let me tell you something. What I gave you, that was concrete. You understand? What you're doing, that document, you slap movie, film on it, that's something totally different. When you slap documentary, you better make sure what you putting in that documentary, he can't come back after you. After he's locked up, you put whatever you want in there. Because once you're arrested, it's like you have slave status. You lose all your citizen right. When people go to prison, it's like they revert you to slavery. That's how that is. You understand? And then he did something I didn't appreciate. He was being passive aggressive that entire night. When we're all when he's talking, he's like somebody text. Oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, somebody text here. Where's that? Let me find it. Hold on now. Let me find it. Is room 130 real? Can we even trust anything else that she said? And then I had an interview with the individual. I did crop the picture, but I put his picture out here on his YouTube stream. I got his name out here on this YouTube stream. Well, I could vouch for that because she shared with me that camera. This is something I share with him privately. It's on the video. I can't come out with the raw footage. I never shared that. That camera was on. He went on all about it. I live here. He lives here. Why would you do that? And then when I went to get them braids out, I'm like, yo, let me go get these braids out. It's $75. They take the braids to wash their hair. And I'm like, look, Devontae, I hope, nah, Miss Man, you are messy, but we good. Why would you sit out there? Something I told you, let me tell you, I'm not happy what you did. Anything you told me privately, just because this happened, I'm not going to air anything we spoke privately that I wasn't authorized to share publicly. It's on his video. Go back on the video. No, it's on the video. You know, like I said, I'm not mad with anyone. I'm extending grace to everyone. Grace that wasn't extended to me. Honor handled it poorly. He started an avalanche and it got nasty. And then that guy there, I want to say his name. I don't have no beef or no malice. Another thing that kind of shook me when you brought that Aisha Frazier thing. That was a personal friend. See, y'all out here on YouTube throwing stuff. Listen. That was a personal friend. I'm not. She got a restraining order. Do we really know Mary Ann? I need to vet these people. No, listen. I'll go back and take that restraining order over and over and over. Do you know we have an Aisha law in Ohio? I don't write law. I didn't pass a law. That was ground, boots on the ground. You know how hard that is? You know how hard that is to get a law? You know how hard that is? Because I'm true blue. Even though she transitioned, I was still fighting. Y'all know how he killed her? This man was a sitting judge, high society. He killed her with a garden tool, ripped her to death. She died in agony. That's how she died, in agony. So I'm not ashamed of that. Listen. You're absolutely right. If you go to my video, I gave you a prop. I'm like, you know what? Salute. I saluted you. You did the homework. You blew it up. You did your homework. You blew it up. Honor won't say your name, but I'm not saying your name because I want him to say your name. But I salute you. Everybody come to me. We know you're talking about. Why you check to say? I'm like, no, I'm not saying his name. I want Honor to say his name. The reason I came at you, I'm like, sir, speak what you know. I felt offended. You bringing body part. We're being immature. You could point something out.
Mary Ann, you know, a lot of people's gonna tune in anyway, just off the strength that they thought that you was gonna be able to show some evidence to the effect that you actually did get the settlement check from Dr. Umar Johnson's camp, right? Again, a lot of y'all ain't gonna like my rhyme or reason of what I'm saying, but it is just my opinion. I think Lenon Honor was overzealous and he didn't properly vet Mary Ann Lorient. The only reason that I'm even saying this is because of his dedication on exposing Dr. Umar Johnson. He felt like she could be useful, so he used her, right? Let's just be honest. And Mary Ann used Lenon. So in my humble opinion, fair exchange, no robbery. Y'all both used each other in the situation. Now, Lenon, in my opinion, I think you got more up out of it than Mary Ann. Yeah, Mary Ann got her share up out of it as well. I think if you would have paid close attention to the check, we're not here even talking about this at this point, but we is, so here we are.
As a content creator, show respect. Because if you do something, listen, I'm not weak. Yo, I'm petite, 4'11". Yo, I told y'all I'm a warrior. YouTube's not real. Out here, I'm fighting real. Out here, I have boots on the ground. I believe in giving back to my community. I believe in doing. I have a good heart. I'm not perfect. But you know what I learned from this? I made myself too vulnerable. In this space, I made myself way too vulnerable in this space. I needed to guard myself. I'm gonna, I need to come. I'm gonna still bring y'all content, but I made myself too vulnerable. And then, oh my goodness, Mary Ann, you gotta speak. They're dropping. No, let the bad apple fall. Let it fall. That's okay. Ain't nobody phased. Listen, Nobody phased their fall. And then let me tell you something. Leonard is the king of YouTube right here. But listen, YouTube is bigger than this little sector. YouTube are indifferent. YouTube all over. Listen, you really think well, he threw me over. He literally did. You think like I can't thrive in this space because he's mad at me? He no longer wants to do anything with me? Come on. And see. Listen, a lot of y'all show me love. A lot of y'all show me love. It was ugly on Thursday. I'm gonna look deep in your conscience. Mr. Honor asked me for the copy of the check. That is in text. Now go talk to your conscience creator. That's in text. He asked for the copy.
So what? So what, Mary Ann, that he asked you to show him the fucking check? So what? That is a dumb rhyme or reason to even bring up. The fuck? Now I'm getting irritated than a motherfucker.
Copy of the check. My boy, I sent the copy of the check to him. Okay? And then there's another passive thing. He goes, when I brought it up, I just pulled the check. Lenon Honor, y'all really believe Lenon Honor just pulled up that check the day I sat there? Mr. Farrell, Mr. Dot every I, cross every T, Mr. Honor, you mean to tell me you asked me to send you a copy of that check, which I obliged, I sent you a copy of that check. You just never examined it the day that it came, the following day? And
what in the fuck? Do y'all hear this double talking heifer? Now, I'm sorry, Mary Ann. Now you on some double talking bullshit. You trying to turn this shit back around? Ooh. Yeah, fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, I am allowed to give critique and give my opinion. And in my opinion, Mary Ann Lorient, you is no different than how you speak about Dr. Umar Johnson. You are the same way. And it's coming out.
I came up, and then the day I came up, that's 3 days. So on the third day, he said it. I pulled up, go back. I looked at his video 3 times. I pulled up the check while she was showing me. I really didn't see it. Leonard, stop playing. Take it out. I took it. You took it. Take it out. Here's the explanation. This is how this man moves. He moves money where it can't be traced or connected to him. You understand? And this woman is associated with it. And this is what I told her. I said, you know what? You talk to these white people. You're going to give me an interview. I'm going to have a whole.
Look, Liz, I just stated that I can completely understand in Lenon Honor's situation that, and this is still just my opinion, that he was overzealous in the situation and obtaining information that could lead to exposing Dr. Umar Johnson with Mary Ann Lorient. Again, or you could look at it another way. Maybe he was just gonna use her for what he needed her for any type of information on Dr. Umar and cast her to the side any fucking way. Jessica, this is the most insane story that I've heard in my life. She has not showed any type of proof to debunk anything that Lenon Honor then said about her. All she doing is filibustering and talking. That's not showing proof. You sit on the phone and call and act like we supposed to just fall right in line because you made a call to a damn bank.
Interview so we can understand how this check for what, how. Listen, and then when I was talking to my lawyer, I'm like, man, people were like, Mary Ann, stop, Mary Ann. People get these checks for their house. And I'm like, that's the first I told, well, they don't send them to certain level, like, and I'm not, a year ago, she flexing again. No, in my neighborhood, we don't get that kind of check. I've never seen it. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. And then I told you, I said, Mr. Honor, this strangest check, ask him. He said it on his show. He's like, well, if you question the chair, am I not allowed to question? How do you cybersecurity? I'm questioning something. Oh, you ain't questioning. That's my girl. Let me see what she questioning. Let her stop. Let her stop. No, we're not going to do this on YouTube Street. We're not going to do this on YouTube Street. Come on now. We're not going to do this. We're not. Listen, I'm fair. I'm honest. And you know what? Let me tell you something. YouTube, we come here, the content creator will give you an information. The content creator will entertain you. The content creator will have a few laughs with you. And then as channel member, you'll connect with someone. And some people, I like this channel. Even though I'll jump and visit, yeah, but this is my spot. That's okay. That's okay. But let me tell you something. Don't go typing in something where they don't come knock on your door and put you in cuffs. Okay? We're closing this. Well, I got 2 more things to show. But wait a minute. Let's see this. And YouTube, if I do it. Hold on. If someone threatened harm to someone in a chat, can they get arrested? Hold on. Oh, let me read this. I just pulled it up. Yes, a person can be arrested and charged with crime for threatened harming in a YouTube chat space. Such action is considered illegal. Cyber harassment. Don't play, family. Don't play. I'm giving everybody grace. I'm extending grace that wasn't extended to me. And then you know what? You know why he closed that chat? I'm gonna tell you why he closed that chat. I made my money. I'm gonna continue making my money, but I'm gonna close that chat because I'm protecting my channel. That's why he closed that chat. And then after I dropped my apology. Oh, she didn't even apologize to Leonard. Before I got off that channel with Leonard, I apologized 3 times. Miss Honor didn't apologize 1 time. I'm gonna give her grace. We gonna wait. There was no apology to me. You understand? When I dropped my video on Friday, my apology video to apologize channel member, to apologize to content creator. Look, you championed for me. I'm gonna tell you sorry because this stuff was a mess. It was a mess, and it's not fair for people to get caught up in crossfire. I'm brought up with manners. That's how I was brought up with proper etiquette. You understand? I said, you know what? I'm gonna apologize. The next day, he's playing game. He's gonna go, I apologize to Sister Mary Ann. I apologize to say no. This is what we gonna do. Y'all gonna give me my time. Y'all give him 4 hours. How long y'all give him? 4 hours? Y'all give him 4 hours. Give me.
Because what I told people is that after Sister Mary Ann Lorient went live, she had promised that she would show receipts. And with this check. She did go live. I watched it. That's all waiting, and I just got done watching. I took a shower, put the shirt on, and I took some notes as we get in. I'm going to go step by step here. In all fairness, I have to say that I have to hold myself accountable in the first place. At this point, I'm more concerned with how this is going to impact Sister Mary Ann Lorient mentally and emotionally, because I had a very difficult day too. I'm not going to get into all that.
Let me pause. No, I've been sleeping. You know why you're not sleeping? That's your conscience. You knew you moved dirty. You knew you didn't handle it properly. That's why. Because Mr. Honor, behind closed door, you and I had a great rapport. Behind closed door, respect was both ways. Behind closed door, I bounced off you. You bounced off. We had something in common. That's why you had a difficult day. That's why you can't sleep. No, that's your conscience, sir. That's your conscience. That's your conscience. That's your conscience. You understand? That's your conscience. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not mad with anyone. I'm gonna.
Look, Mary Ann, I've been reporting on everything that you've been doing since you came on YouTube, right? I'd have been on your side, but when I'm not on your side, I'm not on your side with none of this shit what you got going on. I'm not. I don't believe nothing that you're saying right now because you're doing more talking than showing. And again, I'm already knowing that Lenon Honor is not going to continue to keep going back and forth with you. I'm not going to continue to keep reporting on nothing that you're talking about after this. Because obviously, you like to sit up here and gaslight people on the internet because you know that the people have a deep disdainment for Dr. Umar Johnson. And you played to that. So much so that you was able to get to a large platform that is predicated on exposing Dr. Umar Johnson. You clout chase Lenon. Lenon let his guard down, and I could believe that. That is believable. I could believe that he was so overzealous at the part of him knowing that you was a supporter of Dr. Umar Johnson, that maybe you had some inside information. I'm sure if he would have took his time and actually vetted the whole situation, you wouldn't have got this far. It's because of Lenon Honor, the reason why you got the traction that you got now on your channel, Mary Ann. Just like he could give it, the Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away, Mary Ann. People in their own opinion, including me, can say that you did all of what you did under false pretenses. You want the people to believe that Dr. Umar's legal team gave you a fraudulent check. That's what you want us to believe. You is so much into your feelings of sullying Dr. Umar's name that you have resorted to low down dirty tactics. And it has been exposed, Mary Ann. So at this point, no one will believe you on nothing else. Your best bet is just to move on with something, some other content. Because now at this point, anything you say about Dr. Umar at this point, no one will believe you now, Mary Ann. You done sullied your own fucking name on YouTube. You can sit up here and try to twist it around on Lenon Honor to say, oh, well, you supposed to be so much of an expert. How come you didn't vet the check? So what the fuck is you talking about then? So what you trying to say? Because the only thing that I can get out of that is that you're trying to say that Lenon was in on it. Is that what you're trying to say then, Mary Ann? That he was in on it? Just to sully motherfucking Dr. Umar Johnson's name? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all hit that like button if you're picking up what old JB2 Reactions is putting down. So is you trying to say that Lenon Honor was in on all of this shit that you doing now?
Extend grace to everybody. But you know what? Him getting on YouTube, making that post, yo, I had to go close my chat after he did that post. I went the chat. I closed all chat after he did that post. And another thing, that guy, I want to say his name. Let me tell you something. Kudos. I like you brought balance in my video. I said, yo, I respect him. He brought balance. I said it. You know, and I said, yo, I wasn't feeling him. I'm bringing body part. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm not easily intimidated. You were wrong for that. But you want to accept it. If you're fair, you're gonna go, yeah, probably shouldn't bring your body part. Maybe I would have been more receptive to see. Okay, let me examine what he said about Devontae. you went in my chat. Oh, she capping with picture. I'm in the literature world. I have a book called Rachel. I'm coming to y'all. A book called Rachel's Knife Ending, and I have a children book called The Little Creole Pig. You go and Barnes and Noble. You get my book. So when I tell y'all see me on YouTube. We chilling. Listen, I have life hack. Once I turn this off, I'm living real life. Ain't nobody worrying. Like that's why when I do a video, I try to answer these. I'm very personal. I answer the chat. The young lady, she is a culinary photographer. I know her personally. And then listen, I'm into film presentation. Nobody's tapping. I said that every Christmas Eve, I prepare a roast. I host. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use her picture. Like she's a culinary photographer. She takes pictures. She's done one poster for me. We have a report. And then I even went to her. I said, was that weed? Because my channel members are, Miss Mary Ann, you do. No, like, and then my thing is like, y'all could critique, but and then in fairness to you, you don't know the connection. You don't know how to picture. Now I'm explaining to you the connection with the picture. But read my caption on top of the picture. Nobody capping. Hey, it was like the roast is ready. I made roast. Okay, that wasn't my roast, but it's visual effect. But I know her that took the picture for these people's thing. She's a culinary photographer. She's done a whole picture for me, my poster. Go on my Facebook. You can see all the film that I've done. Awaken ain't the only film I've done, fam. I keep telling y'all that. I do a lot of stuff. And every time she turns around, she got a lawyer. I pay a little fee. Just like y'all pay car insurance, I pay a little fee. So when mess like this come up, I could just call hey, I got an email. Hey, they want to sit down. I'm not trying to find a lawyer. I'm not trying to pay attention. I am a paying client. When there's a situation, my lawyer's at hand. Come on, family. Why we got to do that? Oh, but I saw a lot. And you know what? Content creator that I apologize to. No, I'm not bringing you in the bull. I'm not bringing you in no bull. Like, you champion me. Leonard handled this poorly. And I never said I didn't give it to him. I didn't even understand. Everything happened so fast. We're happy. Check clear. We got something posted. We're good.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I dropped the link. If anyone want to come and hit the link and keep it on what we talking about. Long as you keep it respectful, you can still lay your opinion out. Keep the profanity down. That's all I ask. All right? But you can come up here and you can lay your opinion out on the Lenon Honor and Mary Ann Lorient situation. Hey, KTC. So the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Again, you come up here speak. You come up here speak on the topic. I want to hear y'all opinion about all this. You know, I done laid it out. I already know just my opinion that Mary Ann Lorient is full of shit. Okay? She full of shit, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing against you, Mary Ann. None of that. But you have not shown no proof. You calling the bank and thanking them for, being in the process of that check and all this and that. That's not proving nothing. Oh, I do got another video now. See, Mary Ann, this is the type of videos that is about to start coming down the pipe, and it's already coming. It's already coming. The videos is going to come. All right. All right. Now, shout out to Man Chaos Brew. This is a day ago, and this is a breakdown of Mary Ann Lorient's alleged settlement check of $68,000. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only.
La, 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 List, bruise my style.
Wait a minute, let's get past some of that. Hold on.
Than your channel profile picture. But then I went to the timestamps, right? Because I was really like super confused. I was like, what is this? Like, what in the hell is going on, Jesus? What is happening? So I said,
KTC, I said the same thing. You got paid. So why still come on the internet to antagonize the situation? I don't understand that to save my life either, but you know, hey, I got to sit back and let the shit play out like everybody else. But trust and believe, I asked my own self that question, like, you got paid, but you still rambling about Dr. Umar. And it's making me believe that Carlos was right the whole goddamn time.
so, and myself said, I said, let's go and really look at the timestamps and see what's going on. So let's revisit, shall we? 35:59 to 43:22. We're going to start a little bit ahead. 35:45. Your antenna to verify this check and this information, to vet this before you brought this story forward. Right? So now we see everybody and their mother. Right? No routing number, no account number, no check number, no signatures.
All right. We got Deuces up on the stage. Salute to you, Deuce. I ain't never. Wait a minute, say that again. I'm sorry.
I said, hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I found you on the way to cancel Lorient's from my YouTube, because and that's how I found you. So this is like my first time really talking and getting to know you, but I just like kind of wandered in, and this is crazy.
Okay. Well, hey, you can speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? Just all I ask is that you just limit the profanity. Otherwise you can say what you need to say about the situation.
Yeah, no, you don't have to worry about it. Basically, I've seen what Umar was from a long, long time ago, and then I found Lenon Honor, and I became a follower of his over time, and then became, and then being in, as a part of what he does over there, which is basically Umar, which is the truth, but it's so intricate that you stay to hear what he has to say. And then here comes Mary Ann, and we was all caught up. Like, and then when she said that she brought the check up, it was like, oh man, and then we showed this check. But to be honest, if you're going to look at the bottom, that's the biggest part of those things. I get those kind of checks too. Like, you can get a check and they say, oh, it's $10,000, but then at the bottom it'll have something else. So I think, to be honest, that it was just something that, and I don't even want to say it like that, but it just seems as though she was duping from the beginning. So I don't know what to believe now about what I believe with Lenon, because he came and was accountable. So and was an understanding that, okay, you know, and as a human being, look, we all mess up, we all have a moment, we all stumble, but if you're accountable to things, it is, you know, you're human. But this type of stuff, I think, unfortunately, and she's a Black woman, I feel bad, you know, but at this point, you wrong too. You know, you're not gonna sit up here and I'm not, you know, uphold wrong because she's a Black woman. So I wouldn't do that for my children. So it would be something. I just think that she was duping from the beginning. I think her and Umar, something happened there. We don't know, but it looks bad.
Yeah, she comes off to me as they had some type of relations with one another on a personal level, and it's bad. That's what it comes off to me. I'm not saying that that's true,
right?
Just how it comes off to me, because after you got your money, why are you continuing the bullshit then? Why not just
that part? Yeah, why would you keep on going? But maybe I'm thinking that now, to be honest, I was thinking that she was getting justice for, like, you know, the other little stories that were told. You know, she told about, you know, he kicked a young lady out of his hotel room, all these kind of stories. So, you know, like, I'm thinking she's getting justice and going and finally it was seem like, not to say it seemed like a storyline, but now looking back at it, at the end of the day, it could be, you know, that and for her, this is what she needed to do, but you literally have made yourself a fool for what? So that's the question.
But then then see it leaves the interpretation for people to sit up here and think like, well, damn, look, all right, you felt like you've been wrong, you've been defending this man, but then you have to also look at this part too. She was defending this man knowing that he was still on bullshit though. Said anything about the bullshit, she was still riding with him. She just that in the video. She just stated that with Lenon Honor. Loyal friend to the end. I don't care if you did something wrong. I'm still gonna stick with you, right?
So let me ask you this question. You think it was her and Umar in on it together as a... That would be crazy.
That could be a possibility. You can't rule it out. Can't rule it out. And that's a good point, because this all could just be a play on Mary Ann's part, playing in everybody's goddamn face, and in some type of way keeping Dr. Umar relevant with the bullshit with the
because, you know, it's like I'll say it like this. I believe in these kind of things, energy and things like that. If you're going to give him, like, okay, she's standing up, there's going to be people that's going to defend him and give him more money, and that will be sad, to be honest. And I don't whoever is Umar supporter, that's what you do. But I'm a New Yorker, you know, and when he came here to New York all them years ago, I mean, like people invited me to stuff like that. But I'm telling you, it was something about, you know, and it was like my nose was twitching when I said, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to go to that, you know. And I'm waiting for it, because people make schools here. It's like things like that. You could do that here. So, like, what would be, and then why he didn't, like, during COVID, right? With, like, New York is one of the biggest school systems here, right? And in the country, and you could have launched a whole online student portal school immediately. People was looking for those things during COVID. So like he could have like really did a whole lot with the money he got, and he didn't do it. So that's what I saw. So no, when that's why, you know, me drawn again to the Lenon Honor content when I'm on YouTube and things like that. But then when Mary Ann steps in with this check and this stuff and the rumors, the gay rumors and all that stuff, it was a lot. So now you mean to tell me that now you played yourself, your word now is trash now, and why would you do that? As a Black woman, I'm sorry, it irks me. So why would you do that? So that's the main question I have.
Well, I'll say this, right? Mary Ann don't really know the ins and outs as far as YouTube and this is just my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because see, if she did, she would have never screenshotted Lenon Honor a phony check.
Oof, that part.
Now, and because I got to keep thinking about this too. Now, can people raise a question with Lenon Honor to say he could have been in on it with Mary Ann just to, you know, put it to Dr. Umar Johnson because that's his target, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For him to apologize and say that he apologized for having Mary Ann Lorient on his panel to sit up and spin narratives, I say, damn, he didn't even have to do that.
Right. But that part, because if like, all right, again, I get from, and this is just watching the man's content, I do not know this man, but I get the fact that he sees the bull. I'm talking about Lenon Honor. He sees the BS that comes off of Umar. He sees that he's a man. You know, like men have your ways of sniffing out BS in other men. Like women have their ways of sniffing out BS in women. Mm-hmm. So that he's seen the BS off of that man. He's seen, and then on top of that, from what I'm hearing, I know for a fact. Let me not say that. I don't know for a fact, but I can guess that Umar, he does a lot of touching up on these women that he encounters, and all of these different broken women who, and a lot of them are broken. A lot of them have children who need help and need these things, and he is using that as a doorway, and that's predatory. So he's seeing that as a man, I would think, Lenon. So that's why he chases him the way he do, plus maybe other things behind the scenes, but that's why he would chase him the way he do. And he is good content. He's good content on that point. But at the end of the day, for her to do this, I think that it was a attention-seeking situation. In this particular space, she had something going on behind the scenes with Umar. Who knows? Again, who knows? But Lenon would be the one to come to on YouTube for such thing. So now, and he got a soft heart for women type stuff. It just was a perfect storm. And next thing you know, now Lenon is there, at least stepping up accountability, saying what he knew, because nobody knows anybody on these things. Exactly. So saying what he knew and being upfront when it's as it's happening versus trying to mitigate her situation. That's not his situation. That's her situation.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna sit up here and send let's say a screenshot. Anybody could. I do graphic work too. Anybody can manipulate all kind of things. But if you get caught, because see, you not savvy, Miss Mary Ann, you not savvy. Because I would at least, if me personally, if I was going to do something like that, I would have covered up certain things a little bit better. Because at the end of the day, look, you got how you got caught, and look, and nothing. My grandmother used to say this all the time, and it's true. Nothing runs the lie out of the room but the truth. The truth runs the lie right out the room. So, like, now look at what's happening. Now she's crashing out. She can barely speak. Like, you showing this video, and I'm laughing at the video because you can barely understand what she's saying. And I'm glad you sped it up because you talk slow. So it's just one of those things. I just feel so bad for her in that way, that you really want to do that. And you made a huge fool of yourself for nothing. So that's my 2 cents.
I get it. And I'm not disagreeing with nothing you said, because I just don't see the relevance of what she's doing right now. I don't understand why if she got paid, okay, fine, move on.
It would be next thing. Like, I don't have nothing else to say about him. Let him do. We all. I know what he is. He know what he is, and move on to something else. But she's not, because she was trying to make Umar her content too. So
wait a minute. Joe Trace say Mary Ann is lying. Lenon is lying too, though. Now, I would like to know your take on that then.
How you would, okay, just whatever you say. That's why I came up, because I wanted to stand on what I thought. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, in situations like this, if you think that he's lying, just give us the reasons why you think he's lying. Because now, as I said, I don't call myself a avid fan. When I watch YouTube, when I catch certain things, he's one of the things I catch. So I watch him, like, enough now to see all of what, and I'll say this too, I'm a low level member, so I get the back end content too. Right. So it's I'm not saying, as I said, this is just I support the creators, So, like, at the end of the day, just say why you say that, and but I don't think he is personally, only because of you don't know these people. Nobody knows each other on YouTube like that. So if she's coming up with all of these half receipts and things like that, and let's just say that Lenon, like, that's some quick content. Look, and all this going to court and all this other stuff. So yes, I can see that. Like, okay, you might have jumped on a little bit and like, all right, there's some good content. Absolutely. But for you to then, act like he was in on it, I don't think so.
But
and you would have to prove that too.
But that is hard to prove. So let me be clear about that. That is hard to prove, but it still don't negate the fact that people ain't gonna think that way.
Yeah, you can think. Yeah, you think it.
Yeah, they can think it, but long as you can't prove it. So that's
right. Now, if you prove it, you changing my mind. Cause see, guess what? I don't know these people. I can only attest for the people I know. I can't attest for the people I don't know. I watch people YouTube. It's entertainment, in a lot of ways. It is entertainment. So we can argue the fact, but at the end of the day, nobody don't know each other. And the only thing I can say is at least the man came up and really stood on business. And really, at the end of the day, we all get a pass in that way. I think we should, in my opinion, we all should get a pass. But the person who was pushing the narrative, pushing the lie, man, doing up all this other mess, that we should be focused on. Because why would you go that far? What's your motivation of going that far to just even put up a check like that? Like, nobody asked you for that.
And she
So
keeps saying that Lenon asked her to show the check. Okay, so do you think that he was really literally asking for her to show him a phony check? Like, that don't make no sense. Why would he want to put something like that on his platform?
that part.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah.
that's the part right there that I didn't get.
Because see, here it come. Okay, if you saying, okay, I come to you and say, oh, they gave me a $68,000 check for not speaking on. You would be like, what? Yo, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody would, especially in this game. This is like the YouTube thing is a receipts game, like, you know. So, you know, she's coming now she just spitting it out her mouth, right? She just spitting it out her mouth.
Right.
Now you gotta come up with something. You gotta come up with something. I just can't. And as I say, I don't know about. I know I have received those phony checks. Those, they want you to take a loan. They want you to take a loan out. So they're gonna say, "Oh, we can give you $15,000, or we can give you $60,000 for this, or we can do this for you." Those types of things, and then that's not and when I first got them, when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, it's a check. Then you really look, no. It says it's strictly at the bottom already. But if you're getting a screenshot, you can't necessarily, and it's obscured. It's small. He just sees the money, the name, the this, to that. That's it.
Well, I got some breaking news that just hit, and I gotta break this. This is coming from Lenon Honor. He just broke this 17 minutes ago, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at the 8-minute, 20-second mark of Mary Ann Lorient's latest video, she pretends to talk with a bank representative live. She momentarily speaks with a bank representative, hangs up the phone, and plays pre-recording audio, and then responds to the pre-recording audio. I will not be wasting any more time with this woman. I will not be giving her any more attention. Now, Leonard just wrote this on his wall.
I have to laugh because that is so sad. Because she put up a picture like she was in an office thing. That's why I was going over to go ahead and just unsubscribe, because she put up a picture and like she was in the office and sitting at the desk. So I guess that was the screenshot of that video, probably.
Right.
So that's again. Now you putting movie scenes together now, girl. Like if that's what's happening, again, it all goes to show that this is. It is. I'm saying in a horrible entertainment way. It's horribly entertaining. Omar is horribly entertaining. I wish he would have just put up a school or something like that. I wish he would have did those things. He was such a good orator, and for him to do that, and take the people's money, and I'm saying I'm really hearing stories about him with these women and stuff like that. I could see it happening, being abusive to women in that kind of way, and he got daughters that he don't. Come on. So I just wish that wasn't the case. And then for this Mary Ann Lorient situation, this is even more like insane. So it's horribly entertaining, and I just wish it wasn't happening in our community. I wish it wasn't happening in the community, to be honest, because it's stealing our wealth, stealing funds from us as people. We have money, but then we don't have money. So it's like the money that you get $5 million in total or whatever kind of, because Umar was getting money. he was getting money. He's still getting money, but he wasn't getting the money like he was getting it, because when he came to New York, he was a buzz here. So he was getting money. So like at the end of the day, I wish he wouldn't have did that. When he went on Lord Jamar show, that's when he really showed himself. So I just wanted to, because I got to jump off, but it's just for this to be happening. As I said, it's not even about necessarily defending Lenon Honor. As I said, I don't know him. I just like his personality on YouTube, but at this point, I just like how he's handling it as a person. So, like, you are jumping in and really making sure that you put your accountability of how, because he did hype her. He did champion her. As I said, when she was there, I was there with the Lene thing, all the stuff. So it was something when she came on the scene. It was like, oh wow, get out of here! It's like, oh, now finally somebody putting foot to A to Umar in there. Like I'm like, okay, she's putting foot to A. So, but it's now you coming out. Now you looking crazier. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, she caught up in the madness. That's all what it is. You better slow down. That's all what it is. Just you're doing too much.
You're doing too much.
It's like that happened.
Oh my gosh. So no, but it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna subscribe because it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you subbing up to the channel, Deuces. Yes, I come with this type of content. You can always come through. And
okay.
You good. You good.
Thank you. You have a good day. Thank you so much.
Anytime. You
All
was
right.
with. All right. Shout out to Deuces. Came on up here, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all been rocking and rolling with old Johnny Blaze today. I gotta say, y'all been rocking and rolling. Now, again, I want to make sure I say this the right way because I don't want to go sideways, and I'm not really here to go sideways. Mary Ann. I already knew that Dr. Umar, not Dr. Umar, I knew that Lenon Honor was just not going to keep engaging with Mary Ann. That would be counterproductive, right? So I'm glad that Lenon just decided, like, man, look, I ain't about to keep going back and forth with this woman. And again, he just put this up. Oh, damn, but he do got a, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Leonard got another show on Mary Ann. Mary Ann Can't Stop Lying. Oh, shit. Look, wait a minute. Now, the name of this show right here, Mary Ann Lorient continues to lie while Umar Johnson remains silent. God damn. Hey, I think after this live stream right here, Lenny gonna let it go. But man, Lenny is dragging. He about to drag the fuck up out of you, Mary Ann. Girl, he about to drag you. Lenny's coming. Lenny's coming. Girl, he about to drag you. Jesus Christ. Hey, you bear your own cross. You bear your own cross in life. So, hey, you want to sit up here and play them type of games? I'm be on the sidelines watching. Yeah, I'm going to be on the sidelines watching. I don't give a fuck. It's about to get real ugly for you. And I see the writing on the wall, Mary Ann. You fucked up. You should have took your money that what you got and just got the fuck on. And stop trying to make trouble. But no, you want to make trouble. Yes, you want to keep running off at the goddamn mouth. Well, now you about to get the attention that you sure looking for and gonna have you all unhinged, all on YouTube. And guess what, Mary Ann? I'm here for it. I'm here to report on it. I'm here to report on it. Exactly, Glenda. She craved all this attention. Now she is about to get all the goddamn attention she wants. She about to get it all. She about to get exactly what the fuck she been looking for, Glenda. Attention. Now, it may not be the attention that you're looking for now, but you damn sure about to get some attention. Y'all hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. I got 122 people up in the room. Come on now. I know y'all picking up what old JB2 Reactions is putting down. I know y'all picking it up. Stop trying to act like y'all ain't picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down. Hey, Doe Eyes TV. Doe Eyes gave me the thumbs up. I already know Doe Eyes TV. And Doe Eyes been on the case too. Doe Eyes has been on the case too, ladies and gentlemen. Telling you, look, and Doe Eyes, you know for your own self that I've been reporting on her. I even gave her the benefit of the doubt. Look, Carlos and anybody else that has some negative to say about Mary Ann Lorient, I was sticking up for her. Now, I can't do that shit now. Appreciate that Deuce with that $10 super sticker. Appreciate that $10 super sticker. No, I can't defend no goddamn Doe Eyes TV. I mean, not Doe Eyes TV, my bad. No, I can't defend no goddamn Mary Ann. No, Mary Ann didn't lie. Then you want to sit up here and you want to entertain the lots of more. My bad, Doe Eyes. You know I didn't mean to say that. You know I'm tripping. But no, Mary Ann, ain't nobody here to coddle you in this situation. You did wrong. Doe Eyes TV, member of Team Blaze for the last 2 months. Thank you, Doe Eyes, for being a true blue member of Team Blaze. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, look, I'm not that far away from getting to 1,000. Can y'all help me? Help me, please. Help old JB2 Reactions to get to 1,000 subs on this channel now. I done put in the work. Come on now. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and help old JB2 Reactions get to 1,000 subs so I can have commercials going on over here and ads and all that other shit. I'm a struggle streamer over here. I am a struggle streamer. I'm trying to figure out ways so I can make me some more money on YouTube. I am a struggle streamer. So I need all the goddamn help I can get. Shit. Goddamn. Be struggle streaming like a motherfucker, ladies and gentlemen. I need help. I'm almost there. I need like 40 subs. Can I get 40 subs before the end of the day so old Johnny Blaze can get 1,000 subs, please? I'm at 960. Goddamn. I only need 40 subs. Come on, 40. I need 40 subs. Just come on, people. Don't do old JB2 reactions like that. Come on and get me where I need to get at with 1,000 subs. Shit. There you go. I'm at 971. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I need 29 more. Come on. Don't forsake me. I need 29 more subs to get to 1,000, ladies and gentlemen. I got over 100 people up in the room. I know we can do it. Appreciate that, Mojo. Mojo Blue Magic. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Tam. Appreciate you subbing up to the channel. I appreciate y'all subbing up. And then down the road, y'all can just become a member of the channel. Now, I ain't worried about y'all being members now, but down the road, then y'all can become members of the channel. But I need to get to that 1,000, though, ladies and gentlemen. I need that 1,000 right now. I'll worry about more later. But I need to get to that 1,000 right now. Thank you for all who have subbed up to the channel and hit that like button for old JB2 reactions. I appreciate y'all. But ladies and gentlemen, if no one else wants to hit the link, I will conclude the show and live to see another day. Okay? But shout out to y'all. Y'all have been great. Y'all have turned up. I am your host with the most, JB2 Reactions, coming to y'all live from the basement. Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I'm up out this thing. I'll see y'all later on the next one.